Radio, your eye on South Sudan.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Zone 72 Youth Program, which airs every Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m. on iRadio. I am Winnie Eric, your host for today's program, alongside our sign language interpreter, Ambiko Grace. Zone 72 Youth Program highlights the rights and choices for all adolescents and youth, and the program as well emphasizes on the three-pillared global strategy for adolescents and youth, putting young people at the center of sustainable development. Zone 72 Youth Program is in collaboration with South Sudan Ministry of Health, Sanama, Shabab Le Shabab, Canadian Association of Midwives, and UNFPA. Zone 72 is made possible with support from Global Affairs Canada. To be part of our discussion, you will later be able to call us on our studio line 0922-986-986 or 0911-986-986, or you can send a text message to 0913-986-986. You can also stream this broadcast live by logging onto our website www.iradio.org or on our Facebook page iRadio and YouTube. If you have questions about adolescent health, send us an email to youthzone72@gmail.com or call 0922-009-497. The hotlines include GBV 623, Adolescent Health Immediate is 885. In today's edition, we shall basically be looking at obstetric fistula. Obstetric fistula is one of the ignored and preventable illnesses that should not get any girl if we get informed about its causes, prevention, and treatment. According to UNFPA, obstetric fistula is one of the most serious and tragic childbirth injuries. A hole between the birth canal and bladder or rectum caused by prolonged obstructed labor without access to timely, high-quality medical treatment. It leaves women and girls leaking urine, feces, or both, and often leads to chronic medical problems, depression, social isolation, and deepening poverty. In South Sudan, obstetric fistula is devastating but largely preventable. It is primarily caused by prolonged obstructed labor due to limited access to skilled birth attendants and emergency obstetric care, worsened by high rates of early pregnancy and cultural factors in the country. But it is still possible to prevent it from happening, and it is treatable. So what is obstetric fistula and how does it affect women's health and dignity? Yes, later I'll be joined by some guests in the studio who will be able to respond to you. But for now, let's first go for a small break.
No child is born to die, and no mother should die giving life.
We need to come together to make a difference. Everyone has a right to
No child to die, no mother should die giving life. We need to come together, you and I. Everyone, the role to play.
So give me the man for the man. Imagine 282 children to die. Why don't we wonder why they have to die? Why don't you save the little babies? Cause every day 16 mama them have to die. In a Uganda we simply cry. If we just cry they'll continue to die. They'll die all night till we try. Oh why?
Save a child and save a mother. Every child deserves a mother. A mother loves to see her daughter. Find a man and become a mother. Have some sons who may be some daughters. Some could be nurses, some will tell us. Like us we lovely something alone. We can only do it if we work together.
Let me say, don't let this ain't outside. right. Everybody stand up, come up, step alive. No baby born to die, no mother has to cry. Everybody needs a life. We can make the future love is shine. Together we can make a difference. Put up resistance, they need existence. Everybody's assistance, your presence. Now me want to let you know.
Buli omu wali alina ekkatala bweruba lubimbi buli omu n'olulwe osobola okutandikira w'oli awo munnange n'oleetawo enjawulo
Subirani agenda okuyamba omusaayi guno omuto otabeera gwe jejejeje
no baby, no mother,
we need to come together
It's a big tragedy. Why we have to sleep and wake up in agony. Natural in the vibe system mess with biology. So we let the strategy, put it in the melody, make a discovery. So you have to follow me, 70 children generally. 20, 50, 60, get to 70, till to the infinity. Cause we have ability.
Chemi tose nawe noli chitu kwatako Laracho mwana zali mamangu na mfirawo Muvunanyizibwa bampepe na no chitu kakatako Saving the children on the future today Mimi na we na yule Tuwache kupiga mastole Tuwache kusubiri pole Amuka bwana salale Kazi ya muhimu kuwasaidia watoto Mbona wanakufa hivyo hivyo
Back to the business, we need staff and equipment. When it comes to health, y'all know my passion is endless. Women walking miles hurt to find a place for childbirth. We are all responsible, no matter how your mind works. Too many kids dying, the worst to say. Others may change this, but first it's me. I thought it couldn't get worse, but hey, 16 women died giving birth today.
turanise misaya emidokola kabudi ne bamama okufa ne baleka abaana ku ppoti te naawe tulina okuvaayo tubawe sapoti tewebakazunguka bamugulangi bamama bafanga bazala ku lwaki tuwoza kimumbwe eno gavumenti etuyambe ng'ate bweyenze nange nze yegwe let's combine the energy we save the future
Obulamu bw'omwana bweyagaza nga balina mama beesesasesa buli mwaka nga bekulisa lyegwanga erisanyusa
no baby,
no mother, we need to come together everyone to play.
Hey, you and I can change this together. You and I to put it in one mood. Everyone is me. Everyone is you. Hand in hand, hand in hand. 'Cause no child to die, to die. No mother should die in life. We need to come together, you and I. Everyone to play. No child to die. No mother should die in life. We need to come together, you and I. Let's come together. Let's come together.
You're welcome back from that short break. As I said earlier, yes, you are still listening to Zone 72 Youth Program on iRadio. And to know more about obstetric fistula and how it affects women's health and dignity, for a better discussion, I am now joined by Lucky Gloria, the Deputy Medical Director for Obstetrics and Gynecology at Juba Teaching Hospital, and Mr. Akech Deng, Fistula Coordinator at Juba Teaching Hospital, as well as Gizma Siyama, a survivor who will later share more with us. So stay close to your radio station, to your radio. You guys are most welcome to Zone 72 Youth Program on iRadio.
Thank you, Winnie.
Well, okay, to start our discussion straight away with Siama, I'm going directly to you. As a survivor, can you share how your experience with fistula began and what that journey was like to you? Yani experience takishunu zamanaja na surweleda hasil later.
Hajat kan hasil ana fi zaman ta wilada.
Yeah.
Zaman ta wilada usul kan ana kan der bana ta bada waja. Kuna ta bada waja ya wana bada hawli saa 12 بالليل. Saa 12 بالليل ya wana geni طريقة ما في عربية اللي بقدر شيل أنا في المستشفى. أنا جاني لحد وقت أصبح صباح أنا بقى جرى في المستشفى. أنا راه في المستشفى من صباح الساعة 8. يلا هم بدأ عمل أنا كشف شنو أجد قالوا سلوك ده ولادة. يلا جانا كمان أبطالة. أنا جاني لحد الساعة 2 ياو بقى زمان تجانا كمان لسه حاولنا في الجوبة. أنا راه في الجوبة ناس جوبة كمان حاول كده ومن ما أقدر ومن قال شنو إلى عملية. يوم كمان دخل أنا في الجوبة في مشافة الجوبة في عملية. عملنا عملية أصل عملية نجح لكن جانا ده بقى رجع. ياو بقى من بوار عملية أصل جسم تاعي كله ما كويس. جسم تاعي ما كويس ياو لحد تاني كمان جا عملنا عملية كمان. بطننا تعمل انتحاب تقيل في بطننا تاعي. ياو بدأ عملنا في مشافة مونا في كمسور. عملنا كمان أنا برضو أنا طالب كويس. ياو بقى تفسير ده ياو بقى لحد ناس زجا مم بقى جامل أنا عملية تفسير ده. وصل أنا كان كله أنا ما مرتاح. كله حياتي بقى ما كويس. كله شلا معك وأنا بيجاني أنا كله ما كويس. يا ولا هادي ناس دي بقى جا ومن سايد أنا صدقني يا جماعة أنا من زمان كان أيانا مولانا دي أنا ما كويس كله لكن هسا مين مولانا عملية جسم تاعي كويس أنا ذات بقى جي فيل زي الكان أنا بجري بقى قبال الكان عملية كلامات ده ما حصل لنا هسا أنا بقى خلاص زيت بجري أنا بقى تمام أنا باكل كان نوم ذاته زي في أنا تتاي أنا ما بينوم أنا بفكر أنا بفكر وحاجة زي يا جماعة أنا بقى بوري لك وأنا تتاي حاجة زي أنت بقى ربنا سايدتا بجانا كمان إنت ما تجيني زي أنا جيني ده أنا كان ولد 2 يالتاي لكن أنا بقى كمان ولادة ده كمان زمان تو كمان برا تاي ده بقى جا حاصل بالليل يعني كان حاصل بنهار أنا بقدر بحاول أنا برا في المستشفى كان سايدانا كان حاجة زي ما حاصل لنا لكن عشان كلام مواصلات شنو وانا كمان بعيد من المستشفى يا ده كل حاجات شنو الحاصل لنا وانا بقدر بونس لكون انا تتاي ربنا ساعدتا اقل اي حاجه جسم تاعي تاينو كيف انت بقدر شنو حاول في المستشفى قبال لسه كلام زي ما بحاسل ليه انت بقدر شنو على المستشفى وانت بتابي كمان كلام الدكتور كان بونس ليه حاجه كده انت بتابي وحاجه كان دكتور ونس ليه ما تونس قال لي ده كلام كده ما كويس ده كلام ما كويس دكتور رسول كان واين ليه حاجه كده بونس ليه ده حاجه شنو اللي بقدر ساعدتا يا جماعه انا مرتاح كل حاجات العمل انا ده انا مرتاح انا كان زمان زي انا كان ما في هسه كان انا سيبو يالتاي في التاب لكن انا بشكر ربنا وانا بشكر ناس دي قالوا ما نقدر ساعد انا لا ده انا بقى في مرحله انا بقى كويسه انا برجع لهم شكرا كتير
okay yala italigo ilaji debe ya tutiriga yani وكمان وغيره hayataki كيف
وغيره حياتي ما زمان الأيام دي أنا اللي في جسم تاعي أنا كان حياتي كله بيجا مبرجل ما زي تأول يعني إنت ما بقدر جيني في نساقوانا بولغورا سامبالا شنو إنت ما بيجيني مرتا إنت ما بقدر جيني زي قواتك يالكان بدري تكان جيشة ما كوانا تاكي شنو ده بيجا يعني إنت بيجا جاين جسم تاكي يعني بيجا فرق من تاكوانا.
Okay, now how has your life changed since recovery and what are you most proud of today? Yani hayataki geru kif ajal gisibu yani ita proud ita back there that wonu sule nas kana jahasil la ita shinu ya go ita shanta back there wo give nus nas so wonu su go ikida
mahaja go yana asana biga kwes ana kaman begder shinu go give fi nas kaman kana bigina gaidin taban fi illa karama u karabita ajazi de begder limita makwana يلا حاجة كان حاصل ليتا ده إنت بقدر كمان حكي لهمون يلا ده حاجة شنو اللي بقدر بيجو إنت بقدر ونسو مناس إنت بيكون عادي إنت بديري.
نعم. أوكي ممكن في ناس تانين كمان اللي عنده نفس ويا ناس أجاسو ما لإيتا رسالة تاكي شنو لأمون أن نشر ولدا.
risala tai lomon mana gari kan raba na sai dumon umon kaman ligo jena umon shunu kere mon mageni zaman tawil jalana geni lahadi aje zede ligana umon shunu begdar ala go mustefa uita kan beit min mustefa ita min biga hamilan ita bija shunu gerib ma mustefa عشان بقدر شنو على جيتا قوام كان بيت من المستشفى ما بقدر على جيتا قوام يا عشان كده عشان حاجة زي كده ما حصل ليتا.
Okay. All right, Sukran. Later, now coming to you, Mr. Deng and Gloria, what is obstetric fistula and how does it affect women's health and dignity in the health aspect? Yeah.
Okay, obstetric fistula is an abnormal hole which occurs in the birth canal. It could be or it may happen in the birth canal and to the bladder. It could also happen in the birth canal and to the rectum. It could happen between the birth canal, the bladder and the rectum. Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you, Gloria, for that clarification. Now, how common is obstetric fistula in South Sudan and why is it often misunderstood? Yes, Mr. Deng.
Yeah, thank you so much. I just want to make clarification. My name is Akesh. I'm a National Fistula Coordinator, North Juba Teaching Hospital. Viewers of the iRadio, we are here today to update you what is going on in the country and what is going on in Juba Teaching Hospital. Yes, to come on the topics, we have discussed about obstetric fistula. It is a more commodity in South Sudan. It's one of the public health problem whereby we have said in the research done, 60,000 women in South Sudan have a fistula. Only within 6,000, 1,000 have treated. We mean that we have 59,000 not yet treated. And currently now in support with the Ministry of Health, UNFPA, and the government of Norway, and the partners who are supporting this program. So they have launching that fistula is a pre-treatment. So we have seen that the fistula currently this year, the data of country, we have registered 336, and we have conducted 7 campaigns. And today, as in the Juba Teaching Hospital, the ongoing surgery was started on the 16th, which the 36 patients are now in the ward, and 16 already operated. And there is alarming going on in the country. In the next October the 3, there will be a campaign in the Torit, which have 63 need to be operated. And also in iFriendom, we are going to have operation on date 18. And then in WOW, we are going to have a surgery on date 27 this month. And we have still have cases very much in different states. So we have seen that there is alarming of fistula in the country, which we need to have intervention on how to prevent. Because so long we are concentrating on treatment, when we did not capturing of the same motherhood coverage, because we have seen that fistula is the increased daily basis. So it is alarming. And that's why we have come here to inform the public that we need to encourage girl-child education, we need to encourage people to deliver in hospital, we need to encourage, make sure that this condition, we need to translate in a simple language. In a simple Arabic, we call it Nazur al-Boli. Al-Nazur al-Boli de haj asal bad walada. وكيف walada بكون متاكر بكون مرة دين دواجة بكون يومين ولا 3 يوم. حاجة شنو باسل هناك الراس باكس هناك في هوب لو أكس في أوس بعمل تأثير مال تابول. وامر أفرا على أفرا ده داو نزور البولي. So it is very common as I speak with you. The data are so increasing, and the surgeon is ongoing now as I speak with you. It's busy in the theater. Thank you.
Okay. Now, why is it often misunderstood?
Yes, it is misunderstood because there's a culture barrier and a religion barrier, because people, they don't understand. They see like a tropical disease, you know. If any condition come and it was not explained very well, it is very hard to understand. Some years back, some of them, they thought that if the woman have leakage, they thought that it has been wished by someone. But we, in the medical personnel, we know that the fistula is caused by the after delivery or the trauma happening. Especially in the rape, we have got also cases of the rape who are also have fistula, which means that the adolescent have developed a fistula of rectovagina, where there is a normal connection between anus and the vagina. So we need to advocating to make sure that this condition should not be break in simple language, because now it is increasing daily basis, and we need also to put the law enforcement agent to make sure that we are advocating and we see that this condition, no women left behind, because we have seen that post-marriage and early marriage contributing, because teenagers are more affected. When you see the statistics, the teenagers are more higher than, and also lack of accessibility we will talk about the 3 delay, as the one of survivors said before. Delay because of the place is very far and labor start at night. Because these 3 delays are also contributing factors. A delay of making decision, delaying of a transport, delaying when the client going to facility, maybe cannot get things ready, also contributing. And this is why we say that maternal mortality rate is high, because fistula one of contributing factor. The reason why we call survivor, because they have been, they almost die, because when the fistula happening, the mother will develop bleeding. And when it develops bleeding, and there are no healthcare worker who can support it, they end up dying. So that's why we call them survivors. They are surviving from threatened life.
Okay.
So and this is what happening.
All right. Thank you so much, Dane, for mentioning the causes of fistula. Now, tell us, Gloria, tell us, how do factors like child marriage, early pregnancy, and poor access to healthcare contribute to obstetric fistula? Let me start with Gloria.
Okay, child marriages contribute to obstetric fistulas because these young girls, as he has said, most of them are teenagers. Teenagers, their body are not yet matured and they have not developed to give birth to the next human being. That's why the fistula occur. And now, how did it occur? Kate has spoken about it. The fetal head will be struck in the birth canal, which is pressing on the, which is pressing against the maternal pelvic bone, and because of this, there will be lack of oxygen and lack of blood supply to the tissues, and then the tissues there die, and the baby will also die. That's when the mother end up with obstetric fistula. That's why we are saying that let young girls go to school. They must stay in school and they should complete school. By the time they go to school, they stay in school, they complete school, their bodies are already developed to get pregnant and they are able to deliver. And what is another question?
Okay, thank you for that one. Now, what physical, emotional, and social challenges do women with fistula face?
Physical challenges, as Gisma has said, it is very difficult to incorporate in the community, and people will be isolating themselves from these particular people. They will be suffering physically, they will be suffering emotionally, because you cannot stay in a community. When you go into the public, everybody go away or they begin sending you away because you are causing inconveniences to them.
Let me come in. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, let me add additional. Okay. Yeah, we have one of the problem is a stigma. You know, most of the women can stay with the family, and sometimes the families they say that now this woman they have a fistula. I don't want, and I have a stories. The 15 years old who have developed a fistula. After fistula, the husband said, "We go to the family that this woman and that you have given to me, their daughter, is no longer a woman. I need my dowry to be returned back." So he shares that lady alone. He was moving until he came here in Juba Teaching Hospital in 2021, and we treated her. Then after treating, she's the one who have testified that my husband left me because of what? Of fistula. So we have seen that the stigma is too high. Most of them can be isolated, most of them can be abandoned, divorces can happen, even most of them can cause suicide. So you will not be compatible even in the sex when you have a fistula. So we need, these are the common things happening, so we need to eradicate that. Fistula is a preventable and a treatable.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for that. Now, why is fistula considered both medical issue and a human rights concern?
Yes, fistula is an obstetrics, it's not a medical, it's an obstetric conditions which are happening after. We have different type of fistula. The one we are coming here is called obstetric fistula. And there are different type of fistula which we are not able to discuss because there are so many types. So it is a concern because we have seen that early marriage and teenage pregnancy has increased. And we see that most of them will have maternal death and the neonatal death because most of patients have fistula. When you say taking the history, the 50% of the children are not alive because of the injury happening to them. So it is an important that to eradicate that girl child education as a prioritized, to eradicate that the women have empowerment women are given a choice to choose how are they going to spare their children, and they have been involved in decision making, because we have seen that in some cultural aspect whereby women don't have right to participating. So it is also go back to law enforcement agent, whereby girl child education to be prioritized and make sure that women are involved in the decision making.
Okay. You earlier mentioned that it is treatable. Now, where can women in South Sudan get access for treatment?
Yeah, according to Ministry of Health and the partnership of UNFPA and Government of Norway and AMREF and CODEX and some other partners, the fistula has been announcing as a pre-treatment in country, and the surgery can be done. Now currently I speak with the Djibouti Children's I have a campaign, and we are moving state to state. So wherever I have any client, so send to the nearest facilities. So we came up with a strategy to recruit 79 mobilizers, all the South Sudan. Each county have a representative. So wherever there are any client, send to the nearest facility, let them be screened, and we captured, and they will send to us in system, and should be able to work together with the Ministry of Health and UNFPA and Government Norway, who is supporting this currently. So fistula is a free treatment.
Okay, thank you. Coming to you, Gloria, what support do women need after surgery or recovery?
Okay, this support, we normally encourage them to engage themselves in income generating activities, because before the surgeries, they were traumatized, they were emotionally challenged, physically and also mentally. For them to incorporate back in the community, they need to engage themselves in all the activities in the community, and we teach them some other activities or crafting, so that when they go back to the community, they are not stranded. And we also ask them, when they go back home, they should keep on telling other women about obstetric fistula. They tell other women about the obstetric fistula, they tell other women about early seeking of medical attention for every pregnant woman. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, to add on that, we can even support them because we came up after surgery. We need to develop a reintegration. So which means that we talk about a reintegration matrix. Surgery is not only solution, because there are 4 priorities that we have been discussed. One is the preventing aspect, the second is treatment, the third is social integration. And when we talk about social integration, we talk about physical, psychological, and economically. And currently now we came up with an initiative through support of the Ministry of Health, partnership with UNFPA and the Government of Norway. They are supporting women after surgery should be given a money that they can start small business to support as help. And this is the move that is going on now. Wherever they have a client operated, please send to the near facility, which will capture and should be integrated.
Okay, thank you for the additional information. Gloria, you talk about community, which is something important. Now, how can obstetric fistula be prevented at the community and health system levels?
Okay, its prevention is, we say it, for this obstetric fistula to be prevented, all women must deliver in the nearby health facilities, or they must all deliver in the referral hospital. And they should start seeking antenatal clinic as soon as they have missed their period, so that in the process these health workers are able to dictate if this mother is at risk, what type of consideration should we give her. Should we keep her in the hospital until she delivers, or should she be coming to the hospital for review every week or every month? Yes.
Yes, so on that, we can prevent through, we prioritize a regular antenatal visit, where when they are pregnant, they should have to follow regularly. Secondly, also we need to empower them to educate women. So we need to advocate so that all women and the girl should be allowed to study. And then also we can prevent through avoiding the post-marriage, because we have seen that the post-marriage is one of contributing factors. And then also we should also to input the family planning as the priority, because we have seen the alarming of the maternal death and maternal mortality rate in South Sudan. So which means that if we talk about prevention and we educate the women and we provide them with decision making, and then also we need to end a stigma, because the stigma is too high to them, because we have seen that women are being isolated because of fistula, and we know that fistula is preventable and treatable. So we need aspects to involve the law enforcement agent, so that you could put all those prevention aspects to be put in concentration. And we need also to empower public awareness on this issue of fistula, especially the home delivery. And only train the woman supposed to be delivered in hospital where she has been trained health personnel. So who know, is it the baby is big or baby is small? Because sometimes the baby will be big, but the TBS will not know is the baby is big. They will say push, and later on mother end up with the injury, and this is how the fistula happening. But if we have the healthier referral system with the policy in place, we could be able to prevent. So fistula is not an element alone; it's within the sub-motherhood. So we need also to eradicate all the components of sub-motherhood, which have been. We need also to integrate it within the sepsis, so that everyone who come to that facility should have knowledge about the fistula. And women will go and advocate, like we are here with the Gisema. We need her to be ambassador, so that we can give information to the other women who are there. Because the people now who are hiding, they don't want to come. But if we are advocating, we could be able to end the fistula in South Sudan. Shukran.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Now, what role can men, families, and traditional leaders play in prevention?
Yes, the role important we need to have, according to the sub-motherhood, we need to have male involvement in when the mother is pregnant. So what needs to be done? One, when there is a pregnancy, there is a birth plan. So during the birth plan, poverty also contributing factors. So when the man is involved, attending together with A and C, when they're giving health education, should have to get information. But if the woman is coming alone, she will go back home and tell the husband that this one happened like this, she will not accept. So we need to have to empower male involvement in reproductive health. And that's why, for now, we encourage women to come with a husband, and we should have to do health education and also supporting. So the male involvement, we need law enforcement agenda, the issue of post-marriage as for alarming. And also the rape, which is also one of the social human rights. So we have seen that the rape is happening, and we need law enforcement. If somebody do like this, what needs to be done? Because now we are discussing here, but if we don't have a law who can implement, it's become very hard. So we need male involvement in reproductive, and we should be put in contact with the law.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Yes, Gloria, you have something to add on that? Okay. Now, what are government and partners like UNFPA doing to address obstetric fistula in South Sudan? Yes, let me go with Gloria.
The government have not folded their hands, because obstetric fistula is a public health concern which needs a lot of multi-sectoral approach. And if we don't approach it very well, the repercussion will be on us. As we talk of the stigma, you will not know who is in the community and who is not in the community, because this other person with obstetric fistula will not show up in the public. She will be staying in the hidden. What I'm saying, the partners, the implementing partners and the government, we should be able to pass a lot of information, not only in the city, and even to the countryside. We should tell our people, we should educate them about hospital deliveries. What we need here now is a lot of information to the public about the danger of obstetric fistula. It is not a curse though, or neither does it being transmitted through sexual intercourse. It happens during childbirth.
Okay.
Yes, to add on that, the government has put a strategy, as I said before, together with the UNFPA and the government of Norway. The strategy has been starting for long. Fistula is not for today. It has been ongoing in the country. And government come out with initiative say that fistula is a free treatment, which has been given a priority to partners who are supposed to do the current campaign. And now they have come up what needs to be done after. They say that they need to train healthcare workers and the doctors. And currently we have 2 doctors, one are now working with a doctor in the Djibouti hospital, and one has gone for further study, which means that we need to empower, instead of doing a campaign, we need to do a routine surgery. So this is an initiative that is going on, and we're also training the healthcare workers, and these are now, the partners come up with initiative, the UNFPA and the government of Norway, to recruit the mobilizers, the 79 mobilizers across the country, and these 79 mobilizers, they are going to the church, they are going to school, they are going to facilities, and they sit with the Boma initiative so that they can be able to engage. Because for us to make advocating, we need to have a strategy. And that is strategy. This is why they came out with the prevention aspect, and also came out with the treatment, social integration, and monitoring and evaluation. And those things now, These are the contracts that the ministry has imposed to give the partners to implement. Yes.
All right. Okay, thank you so much for the clarification. Dear listener, you are still listening to Zone 72 Youth Program on iRadio. With me in the studio is Lucky Gloria, the Deputy Medical Director for Obstetrics and Gynecology at Juba Teaching Hospital, and Mr. K.H. Deng, and also Gizma, a survivor, with us here in the studio speaking. Our studio lines are now open. You can call us on 0922-986-986 or 0911-986-986, where you can send a text message to 0913-986-986. You can also grab this opportunity to ask question in case you need clarification about obstetric fistula. As a listener, how do you support a woman suffering from obstetric fistula at the community level, and why do you think it is a collective responsibility for you and I? Yeah, Leila Nabikelim and Nasur Al-Bul. Yes, Nasur Al-Bul fi dakil studio Taizai Radio fi maana diuf wakaman fi survivor zola likan hasil le uo lakini asi ya muludo amalia wo bigata la kwis lo index walo itabag der call anna firagam 09 986 au 0911 au tabrasulu risala fi 0913 986 I read you 0922-986-986 or 0911-986-986, or you can send a text message to 0913-986-986. I read you. Hello, I radio. Tamam, isma ngunu taraminwen. Muno? Marhab tuali deng. Marhab tuali.
Dalam usul ada juga kasus but tidak sanin bahasa Indonesia radio tidak sanin bahasa radio so nak bahasa Melayu tidak bahasa Melayu kita mazal begitu bersoalan so ini nasib Kristo ada start from some young lady or young boy. When they were married, younger, then the fistula will start from there. Okay? But when I see the lady cannot listen to his mother or her father. Okay? But we try to talk with them, but we don't know how can we avoid one thing did not happen to the community.
Okay. All right, thank you for your question, Deng Dude. You will get the feedback shortly. Just stay close to your radio. I radio. 0922-986-986 au 0911-986-986 au tabrasulu risala fi 0913-986-986 عشان تبقدر أسعد سؤال وكمان إتبقدر contribute في برنامج تنا تقلل الكلم عن ناشور البول وكمان not forgetting that you are still listening to Zone 72 Youth Program on iRadio, and this program comes your way every Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m. My name is Winnie Eric, your host for today's program, alongside my colleague Ambiko Grace, who is doing the sign language interpretation. iRadio. Hello, iRadio. 0922-986-986 or 0911-986-986. Or you can send a text message to 0913-986-986 to share your opinion. Today we are discussing about obstetric fistula. Feel free to ask any question of clarification. iRadio. Hello, iRadio. iRadio. 0982-986-986 au 09-1-1-986-986. Altabirasul risala fi 09-1-986-986. iRadio 922-986-986 or 09-11986-986, or you can send a text message to 0913-986-986. As a listener, how do you support a woman suffering from obstetric fistula in your community? And also, why do you think it is a collective responsibility for you and I to ensure that our community is fistula free? You can call us on 0922-986-986 or 09-11986-986. And I'm having with me guests in the studio who are ready to respond to any question of clarification. iRadio. Alright, 09-986-986. iRadio. Hello, iRadio. Hello.
Yes, this is me, Ladu Alfred from here.
Who?
Ladu.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Your name, please?
I'm Ladu Alfred calling from the Blue.
You're welcome, Ladu Alfred.
Yes. I would like to find for how many days or months is the pain begin from the woman.
Come again?
How many weeks or how many days is the payment of that pain of the intestine begin from the woman?
After surgery?
No, after surgery, no, at the beginning of when the pain begins from the woman. It takes how many weeks or how many months?
Okay. All right, thank you. 0922-986-986 or 09-11986-986. Or you can send a text message to 0913-986-986 to ask question of clarification or to also contribute to the program. And today we are discussing about obstetric fistula. iRadio.
Radio, hello?
Yes, please. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, Daniel from Wit.
Welcome, Daniel.
In this one, in Nasdel, lo Zol al Bayit, the low like Nasdel Galgaoke, the call in Guare. Yala Wilayar Vitao, the Buru Yola Majan.
Okay. All right, Sukran, Daniel. And yes, you are still listening to Zone 72 Youth Program on iRadio, and this program comes your way every Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m. Yeah, you can still call to ask question of clarification, or you can also call to share your opinion with us. And as a listener, how do you support a woman suffering from obstetric fistula, and why do you think it's our responsibility to ensure our women are fistula free? iRadio. Yes, iRadio. Tamam, isma munu tara minwen. Munu? James Marhab Twali. Hello? Arfa Sotak. Okay, James, we are not getting you. Well, if it's network issue, you can still get back to us on our same studio line 922-986-986 or 09-11986-986. We are going to pick now one call, and then after that we can hear some response from our guests based on the questions some listeners ask. You can still call us. One last caller, 0922-986-986 or 09-11986-986. So you can send a text message to 0913-986-986. iRadio. Hello, iRadio. 0922-969-8686 au 09-119-86-86 au tabak darasul risala fi 09-1-9-86-86 عشان شارك معنا في برنامج تنتعليلا ونجي كلمة النشور البول يعني ورينا كيف يعني تبسيجا مرة لمن كان عنده ayande fi mujtama bitako kaman anna biseja de uo kef ashan de musulia tanna musulia tai o musulia taki ashan na biseja na sawi bikon free min nashur albul itabak der sherik manna twali ana bijashilu biga wahid call bade anna basuma min div tai alfi takil studiata isa iRadio. Hello iRadio 0922-986-986 or 0911-986-986. So you can send a text message to 0913-986-986 to share your opinion. As a listener, how do you support a woman suffering from obstetric fistula? And yes, why do you think it's a collective responsibility? iRadio.
Hello.
Now, Miss Mahmoud Arab Minwen.
Ana sementara macam piawi.
Marhab tuali garang.
Terjal kuis.
Inshallah kuis.
Anen dah ni saja ya lusawin bedana awal ya bedana.
No.
Ajalu inda dekal mamara betak ajalu betri lisaninya ubet deke jauh kanin di cokol dah ini di jauh cokol betak ajalu yang berukun cakal gue. Lakin inda semua kat deke jam betak kanin dah kaya dah zid mara betak ajalu ukun cino ajalu ukun maksud. Ani garin da ya albadana bawo da sawun bidana kan kita mara inda jawal inda da zai jawal bata wata take jawo wata jiwo haja ko ya chano kun ma tiji da cikela guru ita almara ma tiji da shaka lew bai da ma kala da mara kun usaba.
Okay, all right. Sukran, yes, Mahmoud Salakataki Garang. Yeah, now coming back to you, my guest in the studio. You have had several questions from Deng and then from Lado and from Daniel. What can you say about it?
Yeah, thank you so much. Let me respond, Deng and Lado. Yeah, Deng has asked two questions. One, he asked how do people get facilities?
Yes.
The second one, he was asking, is it fistula develop in the young one or old age?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Deng, for your question. The first thing, we have already mentioned that there is a massive mobilization going in the country, and we are recruiting 79 mobilizers. Each county have a focal person. So, and we also said let us send the patient to nearer facilities, and then we shall be able to send the mobilizers and should have to capture and to send to the system. So it is a system that had been ready made. Lo indo ayan alfinak rasul fi markaz al-grif wasajilo alo funas al shakalin fi counties there bro sajilo ayan deu dan berselu fi markaz al-grif. Over then al-nasa masul fi amaliyat because fistula is the ongoing surgery and we are planning state to state. So the issue of the patient sent to the near facility or the hospital who is near could be captured, put in detail, and we will get the detail there, and patient will be treat free. And then the second question that you asked is the fistula development in the old age or young age. It can happen on both sides, but the rate of the fistula in the young age is high because of the pelvic is not well adequating, and when the woman is delivered when it is young, so they end up with the complication, which just allowed the damaging from bladder and also the rectum, and the ending also die. Sometimes baby die. So it happening to the young one, and old age also can happen when the baby is big, like when Gisema said has been delivered so 2 kids and it's developed a fistula now because the baby was maybe we talk about malposition and malpresentation, maybe jana magani quest or jana de kabir lo asoro jana de magani quest wasal haja natural pool. It happened also to old age and the young one. Okay. And then also my colleague Lado asked about how the women are recovering from the surgery. The fistula are different types. They depend on the fistula that we have. Fistula alta bladder, that is brow, and the one of the rectum brow. So it depends, because when we talk about the fistula, we have different type of the fistula. We say that we need to have fistula recovering after 3 months, and also put in place after surgery done. There are some other counseling need to be done in the care, in the issue of the care, and also should be advised not to have a contact after 6 months, because there are some mistakes that have been done if you also interfere it, then the stage will turn. So we also need a good personal hygiene. Should have to abstain after 6 months, and then also we encourage to next pregnancy should have to deliver cesarean section, because if she go into normal delivery, she will end up get up a fistula. So the recovering period is 6 months.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Yes, Gloria, you have something to add in brief,
now,
maybe?
To add on top of what Akecha said, these colleagues, thank you very much for asking this question. Akecha said it rightfully. In all the states, we have mobilizers. These mobilizers are moving from places to places, the market squares, the churches, the universities, to give awareness to the community. And then how long should a woman take to get pregnant after this repair? At least 1 year. And how long should a woman stay before resuming sexual life? At least 3 to 6 months. Because if, let's say, for example, if this woman gets pregnant, even if she stays for 1 year or 2, she still need to deliver through cesarean section, because the possibilities of reopening or reoccurrence of this fistula is very high.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Also to add on that, you need to also, to those who don't have facilities, you need to call 885. So we could be able to get an information if you don't have somebody, 885.
Okay. Now, in brief, thank you for sharing your opinions. Now, what message would you like to leave for our listeners about ending fistula, just maybe in 1 to 2 words?
Okay, ending the fistula. 1, we encourage early attending of antenatal clinic. 2, we encourage all women, even these ones who have done who have received fistula repair, okay, they need to be enrolled on family planning for the duration of at least 1 year, or for the duration of 6 months. Because if we don't encourage them in the next in the use of fistula, that means we have done nothing. The chance of this fistula to reoccur is very high. And then in the hospital, when we are managing labor, we should pay attention to the active management of 3rd stage of labor. And also we have to counsel this patient to at least attend deliveries from the nearby health facilities. From our introduction, we talked about multisectoral approach. We say the community has to play a role in when they see a pregnant woman like this. And then these too many roadblocks on the way. Previously, I said when there is a woman a pregnant woman in any car, meaning this woman is going to the hospital. Those who are standing on the way, the security organ, it is also their responsibilities to facilitate the movement of this pregnant woman from where she stays to the hospital.
Okay, thank you, Gloria. Yes, Deng, maybe in 1 to 2 words.
Yes, so what is important, we need to have educate women, and we can be able to give awareness and advocate saying that fistula is treatable and preventable. And let's end the shame and stigma by the end of 2030.
Okay, thank you. Yes, his Marisala Taki, wahid risala bes le banat albas maita baranak.
Risala dai.
No.
Risala dai lomon. Kan ze diktor masal won su gali zor kida mamur haja kida uta bijaramulu ya makwes. Kan diktor galeta mata amul kida ya jamma fela nanda na sawi danna ma basma ita basma kalam kwes diktor gon sileta dere lakin lisa ita bijaramulu de haja makwes.
Okay. All right, Sukran. Thank you for listening to Zone 72 Youth Program. If you have questions about adolescent health, send us an email to zone72@gmail.com or call 0922-009-497. The hotlines include GBV 623, Adolescent Health Immediate 885. You can also stream this broadcast live by logging on to our website www.iradio.org or our Facebook page, iRadio, and YouTube. I am Winnie Eric, your host for today's program, alongside our sign language interpreter, Mviko Grace, and my guests in the studio were Lucky Gloria, the Deputy Medical Director for Obstetrics and Gynecology at Juba Teaching Hospital, and Mr. Akech Deng, Fistula Coordinator at Juba Teaching Hospital, and also Gisma Siama, a survivor of fistula. With that, we have come to the end of our program for today. Until next time we meet again.
No child is born to die. And oh mother, should I give